The Baltimore Ravens have been stirring up headlines all offseason as they continue their search for the next head coach. With John Harbaugh stepping away from the helm, the stakes could not be higher for a team that has long been defined by strong leadership and a uniquely resilient culture. Rex Ryan recently shared his candid opinions on the search. And while some of his points hit home, others leave room for debate. What cannot be denied, however, is the need for a leader capable of commanding respect, motivating players, and fostering the kind of unity that has always defined the Ravens under Harbaugh's watch. Leadership, more than any single scheme or strategic decision, will be the key for the team moving forward. Reports over the past week have brought several names into focus, and Baltimore appears to be casting a wide net. Interviews with candidates like Vance Joseph and Davis Webb are already underway, providing insight into who might be able to step in and guide this roster. The Ravens face the challenge of balancing experience with innovation, weighing candidates who can bring both tactical knowledge and the ability to connect with players. On a personal level, players respond differently to coaches, and even a roster filled with talent can falter if the message doesn't resonate. Observers have noted that while some players have fully bought into past leadership structures, others have struggled to embrace the direction, highlighting the importance of finding a coach who can unify the team without question. One of the ongoing discussions has revolved around whether the new head coach should come from an offensive or defensive background. Historically, Baltimore has leaned on defensive-minded leadership, and the team's defensive identity has often been a hallmark of its success. Yet, the offensive side of the ball cannot be overlooked, particularly with stars like Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry anchoring the unit. The modern NFL demands versatility from its leaders, with head coaches often delegating significant responsibilities to coordinators, while maintaining ultimate control over the culture and message. The Ravens will likely look to bring in at least two high-profile names alongside a younger or emerging head coach, creating a structure where innovation and experience coexist. A successful candidate will not only manage X and O's but also command the room, ensuring that every player understands their role and feels motivated to execute. Baltimore has seen firsthand how leadership can make or break a team. John Harbaugh's tenure was defined by relationships built over years, trust developed in the locker room, and a consistent ability to inspire players to perform at their best. Replacing that presence is no small feat, and the team will need someone who can step in and carry that same level of influence. From day one, it is not enough to merely be a tactical genius. The next Ravens coach must be a leader of men, someone capable of instilling accountability and confidence simultaneously. On the defensive side, the Ravens are searching for a coordinator who can elevate a unit that has experienced highs and lows over the past few seasons. While Rex Ryan has criticized some of the recent defensive performances, it is clear that the new staff must reintroduce a level of discipline and consistency that Baltimore fans expect. The team has experimented with schemes, and injuries and roster changes have created challenges. But a strong defensive mind paired with the right supporting cast could restore the unit to elite status. Names like Chris Shula have surfaced, a coach with experience across multiple roles in the NFL, and a pedigree that includes time on championship-caliber staffs. While his first year as defensive coordinator in Los Angeles presented mixed results, his broader experience and connection to successful teams make him a compelling option. Chris Shula's background is particularly notable, given his ties to some of the league's best defenses. Starting as a quality control coach in 2015 and steadily rising through the ranks, Shula has worked closely with players at every level, from linebackers to the secondary. His time under Sean McVay in Los Angeles has exposed him to modern defensive trends and innovative approaches to pass rush and coverage schemes. While statistical performance has fluctuated, he has been part of units that achieved excellence, and his ability to develop talent could be crucial for Baltimore as they look to maximize the potential of key defensive contributors. Alongside potential defensive hires, the Ravens are also eyeing offensive minds who can complement a younger or innovative head coach. Nathaniel Scheelhaase, a rising star at just 35 years old, has experience as a pass-game coordinator with the Rams and has been instrumental in designing schemes that elevate quarterbacks and receivers alike. His work with Sean McVay's staff demonstrates a creative approach to the passing game, and pairing him with the right head coach could unlock new levels of production for Baltimore's offense. While he may not be the obvious choice for a head coach role, His offensive acumen and ability to implement game plans make him a strong candidate for an offensive coordinator position or part of a dual leadership coaching structure. The Ravens' coaching search has expanded into a deep and diverse pool of candidates, from Kevin Stefanski and Joe Brady to Cliff Kingsbury, Matt Nagy, Clint Kubiak, Anthony Weaver, Robert Saleh, Brian Flores, Vance Joseph, and Davis Webb. Each brings unique strengths and philosophies to the table. Some are experienced veterans capable of immediately commanding respect, while others are rising stars who could introduce fresh perspectives and innovation. Jesse Miner remains another potential addition, further widening the pool and increasing the complexity of the decisions Baltimore's front office must make. The timing of playoff eliminations and other teams also opens opportunities to secure coaches who might otherwise be unavailable, and the Ravens appear determined to leverage every advantage to ensure the right hire. While evaluating candidates, one of the core considerations remains how the head coach and coordinators will interact. Modern NFL staffs often require delegation of responsibilities, with head coaches calling plays on one side of the ball, while high-profile coordinators manage the other. This dynamic creates both opportunity and tension, as each coach must have the authority to execute their vision while maintaining harmony within the staff. Past Ravens coordinators have demonstrated the impact of this balance, and the upcoming hire will need to replicate that delicate equilibrium, bringing into major figures, whether as a head coach and coordinator or the coordinator supporting a younger leader, seems likely to be the blueprint. Ultimately, the Ravens' path forward will depend on identifying leadership that aligns with the team's culture, while simultaneously injecting new energy and strategy. Offensive and defensive philosophies matter, but the intangible qualities of leadership, communication, and player trust are paramount. Candidates like Chris Shula and Nathaniel Scheelhaus illustrate the kind of versatility Baltimore is seeking: proven experience blended with innovative thinking, balancing young talent with veteran guidance, and pairing coordinators who complement the head coach's vision will be critical to ensuring success in the coming seasons. The search continues, and each week brings new developments, interviews, and rumors that fans eagerly dissect. Baltimore is shaping a strategy that emphasizes not just talent on the field, but also the capacity to lead, inspire, and build cohesion across every facet of the team. With the right hires, the Ravens could seamlessly transition into the post-Harbaugh era while preserving the culture that has long made this franchise a perennial contender. Leadership, chemistry, and vision will define the next chapter, and the roster stars stand ready to rise under guidance that challenges them to perform at their highest level as the Ravens continue to navigate this coaching search. One of the most fascinating aspects is the potential for unconventional pairings and creative staff structures. In today's NFL, the role of a head coach has evolved significantly. Delegation has become essential, and the most successful teams often employ a dynamic where coordinators carry significant responsibility, sometimes even calling plays, while the head coach focuses on overall strategy, culture, and leadership. For Baltimore, the challenge is finding a combination that preserves the authority of the head coach while leveraging the specialized expertise of top-tier coordinators. Names like Brian Flores, Mike McDaniel, and Jim Schwartz have been discussed in various permutations, and each combination presents both opportunities and challenges. Flores, for example, would likely call plays himself, which could complicate the integration of a coordinator who also desires that level of control. Balancing these roles will require careful planning to ensure that the system is cohesive and that players understand exactly who is making the calls and delivering the message. One area where the Ravens have traditionally excelled is in creating defensive identity. The team's success over the past 2 decades has often been built on disciplined, hard-nosed defensive play, yet recent seasons have shown cracks in that armor. Defensive consistency has been a challenge, and a new coordinator must be capable of restoring that reputation while adapting to modern offensive trends. Chris Shula's candidacy is intriguing precisely because he has been exposed to both the highs and lows of NFL defenses. While his first year as a defensive coordinator may not have yielded elite statistical rankings, he has experience with turnover generation and pass rush schemes that could reinvigorate the Ravens' defense. Players like Byron Young and Jared Verse have shown flashes of brilliance, and with the right guidance, they could become cornerstone contributors to a revitalized unit. The secondary, historically a point of concern in Shula's prior defenses, would require particular attention. But the right draft moves and player development strategies could address those weaknesses. On the offensive side, creativity and adaptability are paramount, especially given the presence of Lamar Jackson. Any head coach coming into Baltimore must account for Jackson's unique skill set. Combining elite athleticism with the ability to make plays under pressure, Derrick Henry provides a powerful complementary option in the run game, allowing for a balanced attack that can control the clock and open up opportunities in the passing game. Nathaniel Shieldhouse, with his pass game expertise and understanding of modern NFL schemes, could play a pivotal role in maximizing these assets. His work with dynamic offenses has shown the ability to design concepts that challenge defenses while putting quarterbacks and receivers in positions to succeed. Pairing him with a defensive-minded head coach or even a younger offensive innovator could allow Baltimore to remain unpredictable while maintaining a level of discipline that reflects the franchise's ethos. The potential for hybrid coaching models has never been greater. The trend in recent years has been toward flexibility, with head coaches acting as general managers of the sideline, while delegating play calling and in-game adjustments to coordinators. This approach allows teams to blend experience and innovation, taking advantage of the strengths of multiple coaches while minimizing weaknesses. For Baltimore, adopting such a structure could be the key to sustaining success during a transition period. By bringing in established names alongside younger, forward-thinking coordinators, the Ravens can maintain cultural continuity while introducing fresh ideas and perspectives that keep the team competitive in an evolving league. Another crucial consideration is the interpersonal dynamic within the coaching staff. Chemistry among coaches can directly influence player buy-in and performance. The Ravens have historically thrived under staffs that communicate effectively and present a unified message. Any new head coach must be adept not only at strategy but also at cultivating these relationships, ensuring that every assistant understands the philosophy and expectations. The players, in turn, need to trust that the coach's guidance is consistent and purposeful. This trust extends beyond X and O-sit influences preparation and game adjustments and the overall culture within the locker room. In the absence of Harbaugh's long-standing leadership, the new staff's ability to quickly establish credibility and rapport will be a decisive factor in how the team performs in the upcoming season. The wide-ranging list of potential candidates speaks to the complexity of the Ravens search, from offensive innovators like Mike McDaniel and Cliff Kingsbury to defensive stalwarts such as Jesse Meaner and Brian Flores. The team has options that could dramatically shape its identity. Some candidates bring proven experience at the highest level, while others offer fresh perspectives and innovative approaches that could disrupt traditional thinking. Each choice carries inherent risk, but also the potential for significant reward. The Ravens front office appears committed to exploring all avenues, weighing the balance between established reputations and emerging talent to find the optimal mix for success. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Your support keeps us bringing you the latest news on the Baltimore Ravens. And hey, drop your take in the comments below. We want to hear from the flock. The Baltimore Ravens are reportedly making waves in the NFL rumor mill, with whispers suggesting that wide receiver Jakobi Meyers could soon be joining their offensive ranks. While the team has not confirmed an official deal, sources close to the organization hint that discussions are moving fast, and the prospect of Meyers in purple has fans buzzing. Meyers, known for his crisp route running and reliable hands, has been a standout target in his previous team's passing game. His ability to create separation in tight coverage and deliver consistent receptions could provide a much-needed spark to the Ravens' aerial assault, which has often been overshadowed by their dominant rushing attack. Analysts speculate that adding Meyers might signal a strategic shift toward a more balanced offense, giving quarterback Lamar Jackson or any QB under center a dependable weapon downfield. Rumors suggest that Baltimore's front office has been closely monitoring Meyers for some time, admiring not just his statistical output, but also his football IQ and work ethic. Insider chatter indicates that the potential acquisition isn't just about on-field performance. It's about reshaping the team's identity and giving the passing game a new dimension. Meyers' presence could open opportunities for other receivers and tight ends, forcing defenses to respect multiple threats and potentially easing pressure on the running game. Fans have reacted with a mixture of excitement and skepticism. Social media is alive with speculation, with some envisioning Meyers lining up alongside current stars, stretching the fences, and creating highlight-worthy plays. Others caution that any move hinges on negotiations and roster maneuvers, leaving plenty of uncertainty. Still, the mere possibility of Meyers in Baltimore has injected fresh energy into conversations about the team's offensive future. If the rumors hold any truth, the Ravens front office appears intent on signaling ambition, sending a message that they are not content with relying solely on their ground game. Jakobi Meyers, a player who has steadily climbed the ranks in the NFL as a reliable pass catcher, could be the missing piece to transform Baltimore's offense into a more unpredictable and explosive unit. For now, fans and analysts alike are left to speculate, and the NFL rumor mill shows no signs of slowing down. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay in the loop with exclusive news on our Baltimore Ravens, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. We'd love to hear what the flock thinks. Drop your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next one.